Hey. Trips that you plan for the next whole week. Bands too long for so cheap and flex so D. So D, you got it, girl, you got it. Hey.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This your boy True and Fun, and today's date is Monday, July the 29th. Now, originally, I was going to talk about the PvP mechanics in terms of the charge attack moves for all types of Pokemon. So, you know, fire, water, grass, electric, so forth, whatnot. I got to put that on hold. Because breaking news, so obviously everybody should be aware of this. But Rayquaza will be back starting July 31st at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's this Wednesday. And we'll be here till September 2nd, more than likely, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And finally, it's finally happening. Shiny Rayquaza is finally in the game. So a lot of people, myself included, are very excited about that. So before I get on talking about Rayquaza and really talk about the counters that I think you should be using against it, I just want to point out that there is a little bit of a tip that I want to leave for you guys, and that is this. Another thing that I didn't mention on my channel aside from yesterday's live stream, yesterday in terms of me recording this now, 2 days ago from when I upload this, Ralts. So we finally gonna get Ralts community today, so you can get the shiny Ralts. And my tip for you guys is to do PvP like crazy from now until Saturday, so you can get as many Center Stones as you can. So I'm talking about challenge your friends and challenge team leaders, but don't challenge Team Go Rocket because you won't get Center Stones from that. So again, you know, PvP with your friends, PvP with your team leaders, and also open up your research breakthrough boxes because you can get them from there as well. So with that tip out of the way, and then we're going to get more about the whole PvP mechanics at another time, probably, I don't know when, but another time, sometime this week or maybe early next week. So, which is going to be a very interesting week. But with that out the way, now let's get back on the topic at hand here, and that's Rayquaza. So we're going to look at the top 12, technically 13, because there's a tie for the 12th spot, but my top 13 rather counters that you guys should use for Rayquaza. Alright, so basically I compiled this list based on research that I've done, based off of the counter list that I got from Pokemon Go Hub, from Game Press, from Go Battler, and GameInfo.io. So yes, I went through all 4 of their websites, looked at all their counters, and some of them lists are actually hot garbage. I'll be honest with you. Not all of them, but some of them are hot garbage. So based off of those 4 sites, I compiled my top 12 counters that you should use for Rayquaza. So we're going to start off with the number 12 spot, as you can see over there. We got Cloyster. So Cloyster is the tie for number 12. So why is Cloyster in the list? Because at this point, everybody should have a Cloyster. At this point, it should be easy to get a Cloyster. So it's all about doing the most damage. It's all about like the defense that your Pokemon have and accessibility. Like, is it easy for you to get? So Cloyster is easy for you to get. Obviously, False Breath and Valance is your best bet to go with Cloyster because there's also no water type moves and things of that nature. So Cloyster will be your best bet. Also tied for the number 12 spot is, believe it or not, Piloswine. So Piloswine, which is like the evolved form of Swinub and right before Mammothswine. We'll talk more about that later, obviously. But Piloswine made the list. So this one was weird because on some of the websites it listed this, on other websites it did not. But this is still a good counter, especially if it knows Powder Snow and Avalanche. So Piloswine, again, tied for that 12th spot because, again, there's a better form of this. Mammothswine, much better form than this. But at the same time, it's not that hard. I mean, it's not that difficult to find. Like, you can easily get it. So that's why I put that on the list at tied for 12 with Cloyster. Number 11 on the list is Tyranitar. So here's why Tyranitar on the list. Obviously, pretty good tank, pretty good attacker. And at this point, everybody should have one. Everybody should have one. So that's why I make the list. And it's effective with Smackdown and Stone Edge. Without question, it is effective against Rayquaza. So especially since it's also part flying type as well, Rayquaza is. So yeah, this will do some damage against it. Should I say roll up with 6 Tyranitars? No. But like, if you don't have a lot of counters against Rayquaza, Tyranitar would be a pretty good counter as it is starting to rain a little bit. But let's move on. Ha, look at that. Right underneath it is number 10. Rayquaza itself. So, do you know how many times Rayquaza came back as a raid boss? I'm pretty sure everybody and their mama have one. So, yeah, we also have Rayquaza in our collection. And it best knows Dragon Tail and Outrage. Now, here's the thing. like the Rayquaza you're going against could know the exact same move. So if it know Outrage, do not use Rayquaza. Do not use any dragon type Pokemon. But if it don't, knock yourself out with the whole tagging, Dragon Tail Outrage scenario. So this is a very good counter against itself, if you can believe it or not. Number 9 is Dragonite. So now, Rayquaza is overall the best dragon type attacker in the game, but Dragonite is the better choice amongst the dragons, well, between these two anyway. And here's why. It got better defense. But again, if the Rayquaza no Outrage, forget about it. Don't use this one. But if it don't, knock yourself out. Dragon Tail Outrage, Dragonite will work for you. If the Rayquaza do not know Outrage, we gotta move. It's raining like crazy. Number 8 is Regice, whatever. Reg Ice. Ice Reggie. That's what I used to call it. Ice Reggie. We're gonna go with that. Ice Reggie is number 8 on the list. I had to move inside the crib because it's raining like crazy outside. So this is one of the tanky ones right here. So whether or not you have one, because you may have thought, oh, this is utter garbage or whatever the case may be, that's up to you. But this is a pretty decent tanky one, and it knows Frost Breath and Blizzard, but that's the moveset you wanted to know against Rayquaza. So this is not a bad pick. If you do have a Ice Reggie, rather, then I recommend this, this moveset and to use it as a tank. Speaking of tanks, number 7 on the list is Dialga, and this is actually the highest ranking dragon on the list. Here's why. Because again, I mentioned it. It's a tank. It's part dragon, part steel. So it won't take that much of a beating in comparison to the likes of Rayquaza and Dragonite and whatever other dragon that you just happen to found for your research. So Dialga with Dragon Breath and that that Draco Meteor. So yeah, I recommend that. Again, at this point, everybody should have a Dialga. I got a perfect Dialga, and I did make a video on that, but yeah, that's beside the point. So Dialga to me is number 7 on this list. Number 6 on this list is actually Mewtwo. So yeah, you probably wonder why you got Mewtwo so low. Well, there's a few reasons why. One, like the quick move, it's not an ice type. Obviously you want Psycho Cut, but again, it's not a quick move that you want to use against Rayquaza. In fact, the quick move itself is not really that quick. But obviously that Ice Beam is dope. I don't have a Mewtwo with Ice Beam, if it says it correctly. Me personally, I'm not planning on using Mewtwo, because I want all my Pokemon to know ice moves. That's charge attack moves and quick attack moves. So Mewtwo won't cut it for me, but without question that CP is high, so it's a bit tanky, and the Ice Beam really is, does some pretty good damage against Rayquaza. So at this point, everybody said not Armor Mewtwo, by the way, not Armor Mewtwo. The regular Mewtwo. So yeah, at this point, everybody should have a regular Mewtwo. Well, most people who've been playing the game for a long time anyway. But you get the point. Mewtwo with Ice Beam will work for you, and Psycho Cut as a quick attack move. Number 5 on my list is Articuno. Now, here's the thing. Articuno has been ranked so low on a number of these websites, and in some cases, it's not even listed at all. So you probably wondering, why do I have Articuno so high? I mean, let's be real. I said this before, I'm going to say it again. Do you know how many times, not Dialga, but Rayquaza been here as a raid boss? So obviously, it's been here to the point where Mamoswine was in the game. Heck, it was probably, if memory serves correctly, it was here even before Piloswine and Swinub and Swimnub as well was even in the game. So before all these counters like Weavile and Mamoswine and Glaceon were even in the game, we had Rayquaza as a raid boss. And what was one of the top counters to use? This thing right here, Articuno, without question. So everybody should still have a pretty good Articuno in their collection. Frost Breath, Ice Beam is the moveset that you want, really. In this case, you could roll with Ice Shard, Ice Beam as well, and maybe even Frost Breath Blizzard. But really, Frost Breath and Ice Beam is your best bet. And again, it's based on availability. That's what my list is based on. That, how good it is as an attacker, how tanky it is, and availability. So again, everybody should have an Articuno in their collection. That's why I got this number 5 on my list. Number 4 on my list is Jinx. So here's the deal with Jinx. Jinx is basically the Gengar here. So Frost Breath, Avalanche, very good attacker, sucks with the defense. But the availability should be there. Everybody in their mama should have a Jinx. Everybody in their mama should have a Jinx. I got 200% IV Jinx. I'm going to use one of them since I think I know at least power one of them up. But yeah, everybody in their mama should have a Jinx. So the availability is there. The attack is really good. It's just that defense is hot garbage. But you should still use it because it's all about getting the attacks out. It's all about getting the attacks out. Unless you got like a low amount of people in your party, then in that case, you may not want to use Jinx unless it's like a last resort or something. Moving on. Number 3 on the list is Glaceon. Glaceon with Frost Breath and Avalanche. And finally, we are able to use Glaceon in a raid. So yes, I'm very excited about this because I do like the evolutions, just like Pokemon Master Holly do. So I am finally happy to be able to use a 93% IV Lucky, I don't remember if it's shiny or not, Glaceon that I have in my collection. So yes, Frost Breath, Avalanche, I will be using it. And availability is pretty easy. Like, you can get an EV, obviously, and you may have to spend some coins on that Glaceon lure. Use that joint, get really close to it, and then evolve your EV to a Glaceon. So, bam, there you go. So it's very easy to get, very good counter against Rayquaza. Now, number 2 is right below it, Reval. So Reval, the Ice Shard Avalanche, out of all the websites I looked at, Reval is amongst the top 3 counters. So in some cases it was higher than Glaceon, other cases it was lower than Glaceon, but really, like, it's a really good counter against Rayquaza. Do I have a Reval? No, because I prefer to use my Centerstone on a shiny version, on one that has really good IVs, and in this case, I don't have either. Speaking of shiny version, remember, shiny Sneasel is in the game, so you can get that and evolve it up to a shiny Reval. Shout out to Disney Gamer, because he do have one as his buddy. So, Reval, the second best counter to use against Rayquaza. And number 1, I mean, come on, it's Mamoswine. I mean, we all know this. Everybody in Mama should know this. It's Mamoswine with Powder Snow and Avalanche. Now, here's a little kicker, though. Do not get rid of Ancient Power, because believe it or not, Ancient Power will be good against Rayquaza. Because remember, Ancient Power is a rock move. And look what's above it. Weaknesses: Dragon, Rock. Yeah, it says so right there. Fairy, but Ice times 2. So even though Ancient Power is a legacy move, so don't get rid of it. And it's good against Rayquaza, but it's not better than Avalanche. So, but again, don't get rid of Ancient Power. You're going to have to spend some rare candies, some, what is it, the Swinub, or I always get them mixed up. Swinub, Swablu, Swinub candies, and some starters to get that second move for your Mamoswine. I think I may have to do that as well. I don't know. But Mamoswine with Powder Snow, Avalanche is your best counter right there. You could get by with Ancient Power if there's a bunch of you there, but you really want Avalanche. So those are my top 12 counters against Rayquaza. So again, Rayquaza will be back this Wednesday, tomorrow, as this video drops, starting at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is July 31st, and we'll be here until September the 2nd at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So with that said, let me go to my game real quick, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I'll be using. So we're gonna type in Ice, and bam, look at that. Mamoswine. Obviously, I got to change those moves, the Mud Slap and the Bulldoze, to the Ice type moves. I'm going to do that eventually. I got my 100% IV Articuno that could power some more. This one knows Frost Breath and Ice Beam. I got an 89%. This is my very first Articuno. And this one knows the same move. I got to obviously heal it. I got the Glaceon. This is not a shiny version. Yeah, this is not the shiny version. This one knows Ice Shards Avalanche. So I'm going to be using that. And there's the Hundo Jinx that I powered up, that name after Brandy was so much love. Love you, Brandy. So yes, I will be using that as well. And then I got another Mamoswine. This one have the correct moveset. I could power it up a little bit more so it could get at least above 2,500, maybe close to 3,000. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, the top 6 right there, that's the 6 I'll be using. Obviously, I will put the 2 Mamoswines up front, then the Glaceon, then the Jinx, and then the 2 Articunos last. So yeah, that's the squad that I'm running with right there. So with that said, I'm gonna call it a wrap. So y'all know the deal. Y'all know who this is. This is boy the new J Gamefreak, aka the new Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah.
Hey.
After you subscribe to the channel, make sure you click the bell icon so you never miss a new video or a live stream ever again. Thanks, guys.
Living in a world where tomorrow's never promised. Last of a dying breed, rather find honest. Got me feeling like an onyx. My heart was getting hard till I looked to the sky. Say I'ma leave it to God, then embark on this path. Journey of a lifetime. Everybody rhyme, but not a lot I co-sign. Define the mind's capability.